Hi, my name is Nsisong Akpanodo. In this video, I'll demonstrate what I learned in Witix about user-defined functions and triggers in T-Square. I'll be walking through two set of scripts, fun with triggers and fun with functions, step by step to show how each one builds on the method we learned for data manipulation and automation. So we'll start with functions with function. So here I asked how can I extract the first name from contact name field. So you can see the question here. Move over to the next step two. Step two, you can see here that we begin creating an answer. I described the problem in plain English, noting that the contact name column combines both names that I only need the first word before the space. So we'll move over to the next one now. This is it. Step three now we create an ad hoc query. So next I selected the contact name as you can see here, column from the TW school customer table. This gave me a clear view of the data I'll be working with. So if we run this, this is it. Next step, step four. So here is the research and the test solution. I searched online and found a useful pattern on Stack Overflow that uses the left and char index to split a combined name. So you can see the reference link here. So we're gonna run this. This is it, as you can see. This is it here. So next is five. This is it. You can see the five here. Once that other logic worked, I wrapped it in a scalar function here, which you can see the scalar function here. So this function accepts a combined name as input and returns the first name only. It's fully documented with the header block, as you can see, and it executes clearly. So there's already a name which I already did. So the next one, yeah, you can see this is when we compare the results. So here I compared the ad hoc query and the function side by side, as you can see here. So both produce identical results, confirming that the function behaves exactly like the inline expression, as you can see here. Time. The next one, seven. This is when we perform the or result expected test. So I use the common table expansion here, as you can see here, to compare both columns. First from the ad hoc query and second from the UDF. So let's run it. So since the result returns zero rows, that means both version match perfectly. Next one. So this is the final one, asking the question. So finally, I prepared for the next logical step, as you can see. So extracting the last name using a similar method, which you can see here. So let's run it. This is it. So this basically shows how the process will repeat and scales for future queries. So let's move to functions with triggers. So for the function with triggers, start with ask question. So here I asked how I can keep track of when a record was last modified. So this is it. So at first, I added the last modified date column with the default value of get date. So it's already there. So this works for initial is insert but doesn't handle the update. Let's move to the next one. So the next question was how to update that column automatically. That's begin creating an answer. So this is it. So I basically suggested maybe using an after update. So this is it. This is maybe use an after update trigger. As I saw in the example. The next one is 3. So research and test solution. I found helpful examples on Stack Overflow for creating triggers that update timestamp columns after changes. So these are the links here. These are the references here. If you have run here and it's successful. So the next one, 4. So create and after update trigger. So here I built a trigger name, uh, which you can see here. Trello last mod that updates the last modified date. You can see. So it updates the last modified date column to the current date whenever any record is updated. So this this basically uh, this what this does now is that it ensures every change is tracked in real time. Move over to the next one. So here I ran test insert and update on the TLO tree LO wall table. So you can see here, you can see here in the result pane, and I click here, you can see here in the result pane that the last modify updates automatically, or the last modified date value update automatically after each change, confirming that the trigger works perfectly, which you can see here. Let's move over to the last one. Just so here to go further, I asked how can I track who modified the record. Then I added a new column, last modified by with default username, which you can see function, which modifies. This is the default username function, which records the SQL server. This particular will record the SQL Server username, which who made the last change. So that is it. So this is it to modify the last person, the last name who made the change. Being inconsistent because of time. I'm running out of time. That's why. Sorry for being so fast. So thank you for through all these exercises, I learned how function helps simplify and reuse logic, while triggers automate updates behind the scenes, basically keeping data consistent without manual effort. So this step-by-step approach made it easy to debug, test, and validate my results because I really tried to debug and test it again when I was getting wrong answers, knowing without knowing that I had some typo errors. So thank you for watching my video on the user defined functions and trigger. Thank you.